Hey, this is Big Game James. We're doing our Big Game J show. Cedric Gray. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why I brought you over here is because Cowboys got a linebacker problem. All right, and we're looking to probably draft a linebacker. What would be your top attributes that you say you would really add to the team if you turn draft?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just a sideline-to-sideline type of linebacker. Very athletic, rangy, can slip through blocks, can kind of get off blocks, and really just make plays in the open field and different things like that.
Would you consider yourself more the weak side linebacker, where, like you said, where you can trail? What would be your linebacker position that you would like to play?
Yeah, I definitely say I'm more of a weak side linebacker. I played well at Carolina, so that's just kind of what I'm familiar with, what I'm used to.
Okay. Now, who's your favorite squad?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh man, but that's all right. We ain't hating on that. We still like to bring them on here. And one last thing, if you were, what's in your playlist right now? What's your top song? And before you get on the field, what you gonna play?
Top song. That's a tough one. Probably Rilo.
Okay.
I've been listening to that.
And tell me why. It's all good.
We in Mobile right now. Like, he just put me in the zone. That's where he from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you, dog, taking some time out for me. Go kill it out there.
Problem.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Draft Wizard family? It's your boy J Tuck, and today I want to talk about a prospect I've been speaking about for about a few weeks, especially on Twitter, so that's why you got to follow me at JTuck151, and that is Cedric Gray, linebacker out of the University of North Carolina. He is going to be a player that we definitely need to keep our eyes out on tomorrow throughout the Senior Bowl. But you guys know, if you follow my content long enough, last year I was a huge Josh Downs fan. I love Josh Downs out of North Carolina, who was a wide receiver. And when I was watching a lot of those late hour film sessions, Cedric Gray really jumped off the screen defensively. And this kid is 6'3", 230 pounds. He's a multi-purpose linebacker. He can play inside and also outside. He is a physical specimen, a workout warrior. Probably going to run about a 4.6 at the combine, but he has a long wingspan and a good knack and feel for the game. So let's go ahead and get into the film. So the very first play, the one thing that really stands out when you watch Cedric Gray is the interior pressure that he's able to get, because he has a lot of athleticism with this game. So you'll see him right here. Just coming through that B gap and getting pressure on the quarterback. And I think that, even though he can move forward, honestly, his strongest attribute isn't moving forward. It's really moving sideline to sideline. But once again, he has great balance, and he's able to do a lot of different things. And he has just natural instincts and a feel for the game out there. So let's go ahead and watch it from the end zone angle, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so 33, he's really easy to spot because he's always going to have on a boatload of wristbands and arm wraps like a Madden created player, right? But that's all right with me. Sometimes you got to be a little stylish, especially if you're a linebacker, right? But you'll see on this play right here, just getting that interior pressure, instincts, but he's watching the running back, right? He's watching the running back. That's his first read, and he realizes, number 7, you don't have the ball. Let me go where the money resides and go after the quarterback. And even though it's completion, right, pressure is still important, and you'll see that on this very next play. So once again, you'll see that interior pressure here, but this time, even though it's not a quote-unquote sack, it's going to change the course of the game because he's going to get his arm on the quarterback and force the interception. So, these things do not show up on stat sheets, right? It shows us pressures and hurries and quarterback hits, and the casual fan doesn't get excited about it, but you see, by him getting pressure, he's able to disrupt this throw and cause his safety to get this interception and change some of the momentum versus Clemson. So very disruptive player. Like I said, he has a lot of instincts. He's, like I said, he's 230, and if you look at his frame, like, there's an opportunity to really put even more size on him. So he's a big kid that can do a lot of different things. So I think that's what is going to boost his draft stock, is because, NFL scouts, they like players that they can mold and build, and sometimes projects, and he has the blueprint to be a great project at the NFL level. On this next play right here, you'll see him disengaging from blockers, and he's using that big arm length and that wingspan to disengage from the blocker right there and go make a tackle on the ball carrier. And that's key, right? You know, especially if you're a Cowboys fan watching this, which a lot of you are. But look at him, right? He's out there directing traffic. He's saying, bro, you know, get your over there right now. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? He's lost, right? But that's being a leader. That's being a senior and getting your defense right. You know what I'm saying? Where are you? You're out of place. Get over there, right? So there's that leadership qualities. But then you'll see him once again when he makes the read and he's engaged with this blocker. See it right here. Boom. Right? That arm length right there to disengage, keep that outside arm free, and go make a tackle. And if you're a Cowboys fan, like I was saying, you know, one thing our linebackers struggle with is when you get those blockers at the second level is disengaging from those blockers. But he has size, he has physicality, he has athleticism to do that. Now, do you really want him banging with, you know, offensive tackles and offensive guards? Probably not. But he still has the knack and the ability to do so. On his next play right here, this is one of my small concerns. Well, actually not a small concern. It's actually a concern, right? Because you're going to the NFL, right? He is a catch tackler. And what I mean by that, right? He doesn't really force his will on the ball carrier. You see him kind of getting, when he gets met in the hole, he's kind of backing up, right? And he has like a lower body build, right? So he needs to do a better job of having a better base and also anchoring in. And we'll talk about that here in a minute, which is my huge red flag when it comes to Cedric Gray, right? But he's catching a lot and he's dragging a lot versus if you watch other linebackers who come downhill and they're more like an avalanche and they're causing the momentum. So if there's one thing that I would definitely want to fix with him, is definitely his tackling. And I'll talk more about that here in a few other clips. But you know, sometimes being a catch tackler, that's not going to get you too far to the NFL level because you'll have, you know, those Derrick Henrys, those players really coming downhill, and that's a truck stick. That's a highlight. That's how you get on the Sunday morning news. On the next play right here, though, like I said, the one thing I also like about him as well is his instincts. He has great instincts. So you're going to see him be able to surf, come downhill, and make a tackle on the ball carrier. So in there, right, he's a little bit more forceful, right, coming downhill. Like I said, good natural instincts, good reading. And the thing you want to watch, right, watch his base. So I always tell you guys, right, start from the ground up. Decent base, not tipping. What I mean by tipping is already shown that he's coming downhill. So he's not tipping. He's reading, eyes. All right, now let's go react. And you'll see once again, right, he has good hands to disengage the blocker right there, number 75, and to go make a play. That's money. That's money right there. On the next play right here, once again, you'll just see the vision in the eyes, which is definitely important, right? Because like I said, if you're a Cowboys fan watching this, our linebackers, bless them, bless their souls, they didn't have the best eyes, right? They also got caught peeking a lot, you know, so I think that really enabled them to, you know, play at the capacity that we were wanting to play. But when you watch Cedric Gray, watch his eyes, reading this read option, reading the running back. Okay. All right, who got it? All right, now I'm gonna go make a play. Boom. Like I said, once again, my concern is when he's met at the tackling point, he's going backwards. You know what I'm saying? You're going backwards. So I just want to, like, you know, get stronger, get in the weight room a little bit more, even though he's a workout warrior, right? But he's going backwards a lot on his tackling. So that's the one thing I would like to clean up. Now, as far as this is an athletic ability, he's able to move fluid, especially like in zone coverage. He's going to be a zone guy, not a man coverage guy. You know, he's not a guy that you really want to go out there locking up versus these versatile tight ends, but he had one interception, right? But he can move, right? He can move in space. He can drop in Tampa too. He can drop in, you know, hooks and curls and cloud flats, different things like that. So, you know, I think he has a great turn and run ability, fluid hips to be able to move, has a good feel, and is coming downhill. And you'll see that really demonstrated on this play, on this out route here. You'll see him in zone. Boom. Recognizes it. Even though it's a completion, he'll quickly be able to turn. Because if he doesn't make this tackle, y'all, there's a whole lot of green. And North Carolina defense could be in trouble, right? So you're pretty much out there damn near on an island with this wide receiver. And he's able to turn his hips and make a play. Look at him coaching up. He's coaching somebody. He's coaching, And that shows awareness. Like, he's talking to somebody. What are you doing? What are you doing, right? That's leadership. Sometimes you need, you need leadership to get your troops right. And that's being a senior out there. Watch it from the end zone angle. Boom. Watch his hips. He's turning, he's running. Securing the tackle. And another thing that I always watch when I watch linebackers, if you guys know me, is pursuit. Are you pursuing and flowing to the ball? Good pursuit right there, running through the trash, running to the ball. Because like I always said, if you're a linebacker, that is where your money will reside. So are you flowing to the ball? Are you loafing? If things aren't coming your way? I don't see that as much. Now, does he play with his hair on fire? Absolutely not. He's not a type of prospect as of right now, and I'm probably like 5 film sessions in where he's going to make you jump out your chair and get super excited, like Peyton Wilson. But like I said, he is a good prospect. He's going to be more of a project guy, but he has all the intangibles and the things that you would need at the next level, and especially with that size, the arm length, and physicality. Now, here is my biggest red flag, right? Like I said, as a linebacker, you make your money where the money resides. But if you're not securing the money, bro, you're not going to do me no good. And he has a lot of missed tackles. I think last year he had 19 missed tackles, the year before 17, and the year before that 21. I think he had like a 14.6 or 7 missed tackle percentage. So you cannot do this at the NFL level, because NFL defensive coordinators, they're not going to trust you if you can't secure the tackle. Now, here is the bright side, and I'll say this to Cowboys Nation. We drafted a guy who a lot of Cowboys fans were excited to see this year in DeMarion Overshown. Overshown had extremely high missed tackle percentage, when he was in college, right? But the thing that you loved about Overshown is just his motor. So you can clean these things up, especially with coaching and different things like that. But that's definitely something that he's going to focus on at the next level, man. So comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Overall, I think Cedric Gray is a great prospect. As of right now, he's a day 3 guy, I would probably say. Post-combine can possibly boost into day 2, but he has ability, he has athleticism, he has experience, he can do a lot of different things, and a good frame to put additional size on. So if he's sitting there, maybe in the 3rd or 4th round, he can definitely be of value to any NFL team. But I appreciate all the support. We're definitely going to follow up tomorrow and watch the Senior Bowl together as a family. So turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. It's draft season, baby. Let's lock in and get it. Peace.